If you're a veteran and you're thinking about making a move, you might want to go ahead and put Texas on your list. See, we are seeing tons of veterans from all across the country relocate to Texas and call it their new home. And there are several reasons for this. Texas is one of the most veteran-friendly American states out there. At the end of the day, we love our veterans. Our team actually has 2 veterans working alongside of us, and they're fantastic. We love hiring veterans here in Texas. And so in today's video, I thought I'd make a video just for you. It's actually been too long. We've meant to make this video. It's been long overdue. We help tons of veterans that are looking to move here to Texas. And there are a lot of questions that come up throughout the process. And what we've come to find is that there's actually a lot of veteran benefits here in Texas that people just aren't aware of. And as soon as they find out, they come running. And so in today's video, we're gonna walk you through a lot of the benefits of being a veteran and living right here in Texas. And some of them are nice little perks of being a veteran, but some others come with some huge savings. So you're gonna wanna stick around to find out more about how you can save. I mean, I've seen upwards of $30,000 by moving to Texas. And so if you're interested in that, let's get after it right now. Okay, so in no particular order, I'm gonna run you through what I found to be some of the top benefits of moving and living in Texas if you are a veteran. Now, as I mentioned, we have 2 veterans on our team, and so getting to talk with both of them, one was a Marine and one was in the Army, and so hearing how they were able to navigate this is really where I got some of this information from. I'm not a veteran myself, but if you are a veteran, thank you so much for your service, and we would love to help you. So one of the first benefits, I think, of being a veteran on that topic here in Texas is that many employers here in the state of Texas want to hire veterans, and for good reason. I can confidently say that hiring veterans in my business has been the most life-changing decision I made in my business. So being able to trust somebody that has a skill set from 21 years of active service, knowing that they're going to deliver on those results was really important to me when I was looking to hire somebody. And so I did just that, and I haven't looked back. I've been blown away. And so I encourage others to employ veterans as well here in Texas because it's been a great experience for my business. And what I've found is that a lot of businesses here in Texas actively look for veterans. And so if you are looking to move here, I don't want to say necessarily finding work will be easy, but there are businesses that specifically look to hire veterans. So that's one reason that you might want to consider Texas. Another major reason that we're seeing a lot of veterans relocate here to Texas is because of the affordable housing. See, a lot of people from all across the country are moving here for that very reason, not just veterans. But when you're a veteran, you actually have some additional perks and you can actually have a leg up on the competition. So here in Texas, for whatever reason, unfortunately, a lot of times the use of a VA loan doesn't come off as the most attractive loan type. And the reason really being is that a lot of agents just aren't necessarily educated on what the stipulations of a VA loan are. And in most cases, a VA loan is actually a better loan than a lot of the others, especially for you as the veteran. See, if you're not already familiar and you haven't purchased a home as a veteran, one of the perks of a VA loan, and this is gonna be not just here in Texas, but is that you can put up to 0% down. Now, a common confusion is that that means that you don't have any associated costs when it comes to closing, and that's not the case. They're 2 different things. And so as far as down payment goes, a VA loan program allows you to put 0% down, which means you can actually buy a home with very little money, but not no money. You're still going to have to pay for some of your closing costs. Now, another perk of the VA loan is gonna be that you're not gonna pay any private mortgage insurance. And if you're not familiar with private mortgage insurance on conventional loans or other loan types, anytime somebody puts down less than 20% typically, then they're going to have some additional mortgage insurance, which is actually force placed by the government just to collect extra money in case of somebody defaulting on that loan. And that's not gonna be the case for veterans. You have that as one of your benefits. And so using that VA loan here in Texas, the third thing that's really advantageous for using a VA loan is going to be that the interest rates are typically going to be lower than the interest rates of competitive conventional loans and FHA loans. And so when you are looking here in Texas, not only does that VA loan allow you to get in with little to no money down, but the home prices here are actually lower than many of the states across the country. You're not going to run into a lot of the same issues that you would run into with being priced out of a market like you would in other states. Okay, the one you've been waiting for. I mentioned in the intro, I've seen people save up to $30,000 just by moving to Texas. So let me give you a little backstory. Here in Texas, you may have heard, but we actually don't have a state income tax. And so for a lot of people, that's a big deal because in other states, they're paying upwards of 10% on top of everything else just to live in that state. And that's not the case here in Texas. That being said, here in Texas, we have to collect taxes to pay for everything. And so we actually do that through property taxes. And so what you'll find is here in Texas, a lot of times property taxes are going to be higher than whatever state it is that you're coming from because we don't have a state income tax. But this is where being a veteran becomes very, very handy because you actually get different tax exemptions for being a veteran. So I'm going to walk you through those. They're all based off of what level of disability you are. So if you have no disability through your veteran benefits, then this isn't going to apply to you. But essentially, the higher level of disability that you have, the less you'll pay in taxes. So if you're 10% to 29% disabled, what that's going to do is it's going to reduce the tax assessed value of your home by $5,000. It's really not a great tax benefit, if I'm being honest, but it does exist. So for example, if your home was $500,000 on the tax rolls, it would actually be taxed at $495,000. So as I mentioned, not a great benefit. Now from 30% to 49% disability, you're gonna get a $7,500 reduction on the tax assessed value, meaning that if it was at $500,000, it would be reduced by $7,500. Now from 50% to 69% disability, you're going to be seeing a $10,000 reduction. And from 70% up until almost that 100%, you're going to see a $12,500 reduction. Now, even at that level of disability, while it is something that non-veterans don't have access to, it's really, really not that great of a benefit. But here is the kicker. Here's where we've seen massive, massive savings for veterans. If you can get up to 95% disability, then the disability will roll on up to 100%. It's just the way that veteran disability works. And so if you can get it to roll up and be treated as 100% disabled, here in the state of Texas, you pay 0 property taxes. You heard me right, 0 property taxes. If you already knew that, great. But if you didn't, that's a big deal. We have clients that just because they have 100% disability, they go from being able to afford a $500,000 house to $1 million home, literally just because there's no property taxes. They're able to put 0% down, they're paying no property taxes, they've got a lower interest rate, and what that does is based off of their debt to income ratio, based off of what they make, they're able to qualify for much bigger homes and they're much more affordable. And so what a lot of veterans with that 100% disability have figured out is that they can move to Texas and they can start building equity with a really, really low monthly payment and accumulate properties over time. They can use their VA loan, they can purchase it, move into it, live in it for a couple of years, and then they can move on to start collecting rental properties. And so we've seen a lot of veterans do that. We're helping a lot of veterans do that. And that is a huge, huge cost savings because not only are they not paying the property tax, but they're not paying any kind of state income tax either. And it's easier for them to get a job here in Texas because they're a veteran. Now, there are a couple more perks of having disability as a veteran here in Texas that I didn't know about until recently, and I actually think that they're really cool, and a lot of our veterans that relocate here don't know about them. So if you have over 50% disability here in the state of Texas, you actually get access to free tolls. And so depending on the toll road authority, they've got different qualifications, but for the most part, if you're a Purple Heart, Medal of Honor winner, or anywhere over 50% disabled, you are going to get free tolls. And so for those that are commuting in and out of downtown, or really just traveling anywhere around the city of Houston or across the state of Texas, you're not going to get those toll bills. So that is an awesome perk of being a veteran here in Texas. And chances are, if you are a veteran, at some point in time, you're going to want to explore Texas through hunting and fishing. And if that's you, another perk of living in Texas and being a disabled veteran or an active duty veteran is going to be that you are going to get free hunting and fishing licenses here in the state of Texas. So you get access to a free super combo, allowing you to shoot everything from whitetail to migratory bird and everything in between. You can go bass fishing here. And so if you're an active duty member, free license. If you're 50% disabled and up, free license right here in the state of Texas. And so a lot of our clients that are disabled veterans or just veterans in general are moving to Texas for that quality of life. They want more space. They kind of want to be out in the country, and they want the ability to go out and hunt. And so another thing I'd like to bring up about being a veteran specifically here in the Houston area is we actually have the Sam Houston National Forest, which is a massive national forest where there are veteran groups that actually go up there and they public hunt together. They help each other out. They walk you through the ropes if you're new out there. And so I have seen that firsthand as I've hunted the National Forest, and it's been really, really cool. So if you are a veteran, there are tons of hunting and fishing opportunities right here in the Houston area and really all across Texas. Now, back to the VA loan real quick. When you're getting a VA loan, really the largest cost associated with getting a VA loan is going to be the VA funding fee. Now, I mentioned you don't pay private mortgage insurance. You can put zero down. If you're 100% disabled, you're not paying any property taxes. So there is a VA funding fee, but that VA funding fee is actually on a sliding scale as well. So depending on your level of disability, that VA funding fee goes down. Now, the VA funding fee can range anywhere from 0.5% all the way up to 3.6% of the total loan amount. Now, 3.6% isn't inexpensive, but it is offset by having that lower interest rate. But once again, whenever you get with our preferred lender, we're going to have the ability to really look at each case individually and tell you exactly what you would qualify for using that VA loan. Hey, if this is your first time to our channel and you want to know everything there is to know about living in Houston, Texas, or really just relocating to Texas as a veteran, the best thing you can do is subscribe to our channel, tap that bell for notifications, maybe even share this video, and we'll keep you up to date on everything going on right here in Houston. Now, my name's Kyler Ferris. I'm the broker owner of Ferris Realty, and we really do get calls, texts, and emails every single day from people just like you that are looking to move to Houston. So if that is you, don't be shy. Click on that survey link in the comments, reach out to us, and a member of our team will get back to you immediately. We really would love to help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. Okay, and last but not least, here in the state of Texas, there are a few stipulations to qualify for this, but we do have the Hazelwood Act. And what the Hazelwood Act does is it actually allows you to go to college for free or to have one of your kids go to college for free should you choose to pass it over to them. Now, the main stipulation is that you needed to be a Texas resident when you enlisted in the military. So if you enlisted in another state, you're not gonna have access to those benefits. But if you are from Texas, maybe you're not living here now, and you are thinking about moving back, it's not necessarily a Texas specific benefit for veterans that weren't from here initially, but for those of you that were, you're gonna have access to the Hazelwood Act and have the ability to go and get up to 150 credit hours at a public university here in the state of Texas. So if you're looking for that continued education or you didn't use it and you wanna pass it along to the kids, that's gonna be another benefit of being a Texas resident when you enlist in the military. Now, as we were doing research for this video, just to make sure we really covered all of the benefits for veterans, what we realized is that there are a ton. And so I'm actually gonna leave a link down below to the Army website where it actually walks you through the specific benefits for being a veteran here in the state of Texas. Use that. I think it'll answer a lot of your questions. It was very illuminating for me as well to actually learn what other benefits veterans have when they're living right here in Texas. Now, if you are thinking about making a move, as I mentioned, we have veterans on our team that have used VA loans. We work very closely with a lender that does VA loans. In fact, I was actually one of the preferred agents for Veterans United for many years. And so our team is trained specifically on how to work with veterans and how to make sure that they understand all of their benefits and ultimately make sure that they're getting the best deal when relocating back to Texas. So if you're thinking about making a move, go ahead in the comments below, click on that survey link, and a member of our team will reach out to you immediately. And we would love to help you make a smooth move right here to Houston, Texas. If you've got any other questions and you're not ready to reach out yet, leave them in the comments below. We love replying to you guys in the comments. Go ahead and hit that like on that video, share it with a friend that maybe is thinking of moving here to Texas. Thanks so much for watching, and we look forward to seeing you guys in the next video.